Hello, beautiful souls, and happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Soulful Ascension. And this week's energy, this week is all about review and recalibrate and realign and release, actually, all the Re's, which is my 5R program: release, realign, restore, rebalance, and re energize. But what's coming up right now, and I'll dive into this in this episode, the themes are the eclipse energy that we're still in, plus Mercury retrograde until March the 20th, plus we're still in Pisces. So this is going deep and looking at those deep, dark secrets, those hidden parts of yourself that you've pushed down, you've ignored, and maybe your body is telling you. So I'll dive into that because this is a massive restructuring. The truth is being revealed, and we are still in the big purge and clean out. And this is body, mind, soul, purging out, cleaning out on all levels: physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, and spiritually. And this is massive. Like, the energy right now, the emotions are high. So this is where the nurturing comes in, and practicing all your daily spiritual practices, which I've shared in many videos, but I'll repeat that again to help you, because this is a big breakthrough in order to rebirth. But just understand and accept that some of our brothers and sisters on the earth are choosing to stay and not go through this massive awakening and ascension. And that's okay. They'll can do it later. But there's a huge amount of people all looking for support, and they're wanting to learn tools. They feel all this coming to the surface. And that's where all the spiritual practices, which I share in all my courses and programs online, as well as the coaching and the workshops, this is what we go much deeper into. So you can check that out, lindabenn.com, and events, and then you can see a lot of what's coming up. On Wednesday, I do have a forgiveness masterclass, and this is free. It's 90 minutes, and you can register for that, and I'll meet you on Zoom. And then that leads into a forgiveness workshop on this weekend. Okay. So, also the tools that I share is all coming back into alignment with your soul's mission and your soul's purpose. And this is what is going to help us move forward, is easily and effortlessly, without the stress. As long as you practice these tools, you can go through these waves, and especially what's happening in the world. There's massive restructuring, things are collapsing all around us. And when we're in the eye of the storm, this is where practicing your tools is so critical right now, because you can actually remain calm, stress-free, grounded, centered, be in harmony and at peace, and still feel joyful within yourself, because in the eye of the storm, because it's the phoenix that's rising, and that's the energy that we're all feeling right now. It is showing us to make new choices. So let's dive in. That's a quick overview recap. But what is coming up for a lot of people emotionally is a lot of old karmic programs. old patterns from your past, the old stories, the limiting beliefs, the family traditions, the family dynamics. Maybe you're healing all your ancestors and all the lineages and all the generations, and that's what's coming up for you emotionally, and you're feeling it. Plus, any trauma that you've experienced in this life is coming up for you to heal. And so this is looking at what old stories are you holding, because this is the unconscious mind. Now, any physical ailments that you're experiencing, any body aches and pains, is an indication that there is blocked energy in the body. And as a body worker, an energy worker for over 25 years, this is the work I would actually do for people. But now I teach others the tools in order to shift the energy from their body. So just scan your body. And again, I go into more depth in all the courses, because if there's any blocked energy, anytime you touch that point, it'll go, ow, and it's just blocked energy. And so this is those old stories, the old beliefs, the old programs, the old patterns that are blocked and stuck in the body. This is what's being revealed right now. This is what's coming to the surface right now to be healed and let go. And then anything, if it's an illness or disease, look at those symptoms, because emotionally, every illness and every disease has an emotional undercurrent. So this is the deep inner work that we are all looking at those behaviors, looking at our daily habits. So the physical body, we've talked about maybe doing a cleanse, doing a detox, looking at your diet, what old habits are you falling back in order to numb out. This could be smoking weed, or taking painkillers, or drinking alcohol, doing any kind of drugs will numb out in order for you not to feel. What I encourage you is to feel everything, and that's where the emotions will come to the surface for you to heal. And this can be assisted with professional help, therapy, psychology, whatever works for you. This is the deeper work that I do with my one-to-one coaching clients, because we go deeper, but also in my courses, because it's a group and you get to go through these processes live with me. So jump on if you'd like to join me. So we are in the depths of the turbulence right now, but you can still, even though there's a lot of crumbling, it's the tower. In the tarot we have the tower, and the tower is crumbling, and we're actually physically seeing this in the world in many countries, what's happening right now. But in this turbulence, the most important thing you can do is come back into center, come back into peace and harmony within yourself. And it's not as if it's not spiritual bypassing, but if you're getting caught up in the fear, that lowers your energy vibration. And right now, we need to actually raise the energy vibration and frequency and consciousness on the planet in order to come out the other side of the rebirth, of the new earth and the new world that we're all creating, because this is mass consciousness. Our thoughts and every choice that we make right now is showing what we have created here on earth. And so the choices that you make for yourself right now is so critical, because we are in a window of opportunity. The door is open for you to clear and purge out and burn and clear this energy once and for all. And this is such a magical time. Remember, as a soul, who you are as a soul, but also you chose to be here on the earth at this time to witness what's going on. So, what we're witnessing is all those dark secrets and the dark corruption and all the dark patterns and everything that's been going on for centuries is coming to the surface. And for some, it's shocking. And for others who have been on this journey for many years, is going, yet finally the truth is being revealed. And that's what's coming up to be cleared right now. And this destruction needs to go through its process in order for us to come out the other side. And remember the butterfly, before it was a butterfly, it was in the cocoon, and it was in all the mushy cocoon, and it was messy, right? But then through the transformation process, it emerges and breaks open into the butterfly. That's what every individual is feeling right now, and we're in that breakthrough process of the transformation into the butterfly. And the choices that you make right now will determine how easily and effortlessly you go through this process of emerging into the butterfly. If you are resisting and holding on to those old patterns and behaviors, and holding on out of fear, and maybe this is the self-righteousness and getting angry and being triggered and blaming others, and these are all the unconscious old programs that I'm talking about, to clean out, to purge. And if you need help with that, reach out, because everything that's happening in your life is your responsibility, because you created it. So if you don't like something, well, guess what? You get to uncreate it and make a better choice. So it's about taking responsibility for everything that you created, because those choices were made from the old version of you. Now that you're stepping into the new version of you, you look at your life on what's working, what's not working, what's out of alignment with my truth, what's out of alignment with my new version and where I'm going in my life, and look at those patterns and look at the people that you've attracted. I'm going through this myself with people in business who I've hired that say they have the skills, but really they don't. And so it's like I'm going through this recalibration, or finding the skilled labor that I require in order to achieve my goals. And so we're all feeling this on some level, and emotionally, a lot of emotions are stirred up right now, and it could be anger, or being triggered, or blaming the government, politics, blaming other people, blaming family members, blaming friends, blaming a job or your boss or whatever it is. This is about pull back your energy and really take responsibility and go, okay, what is the pattern within me that created this situation? And I'll say that again, because it's a really good question to ask when you're sitting in silence and in meditation. And if you've got any bodily dysfunctions going on, it's like, what is the pattern within me that created this health condition, this illness, this pain in my body? It's all coming from the subconscious mind. And this is the deep inner work that we're doing right now to clear out and purge out and release and just clear it once and for all. Because once it's gone, you are free, you are liberated, and it's really about being honest with yourself. Okay, because if you're holding on to the past, all it's doing is keeping your body stuck in that old pattern, keeping the pain in your body or the illness in your body. Because as a sovereign being, nobody came to experience going through any illness or disease. And that's one of my goals in the next 10 years. And I've said this, is that no illness or disease will occur in the physical body, because the tools that we are learning, you can heal your body naturally. And this is the foundation of the work that I have, the path I've always shared. And I feel a sneeze coming on, and okay, so I think it's gone. Okay, so this is looking at what are you still carrying. It could be other people's emotional burdens. You know, if you've got pain in your shoulders, that's an indication that you're carrying the weight of others on your shoulders, or carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So what burdens are you currently carrying that is weighing you down, either physically, emotionally, mentally, causing mental conflict, keeping you awake at night, waking up at 3 in the morning, processing, okay, how do I get out of this mess? How do I resolve this situation? How do I resolve this? And just ask yourself those questions. And then the truth will be revealed. And this is what we are all experiencing right now. So this week, do a big review and ask yourself those questions, and keep coming back and doing your journaling, doing your grounding, connecting with nature, doing your breath work, stand in front of the mirror and actually say and repeat empowering statements that for yourself. This is one of the what I teach in which course? Love Yourself course, I think also in the Return to Light course, Forgiveness course. I mean, they all have a lot of tools. So again, I'll put the link for the Forgiveness Masterclass this Wednesday, 10 a.m. Australia time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if you'd like to join me online for the free masterclass, I'd love to actually have a conversation with you and check in to see where you are at, what's coming up for you, and maybe we'll do some processes and some quick exercises on that call. So what else? Yeah, the eclipse energy is all about breaking open the old ways of being, and really looking at those emotional patterns that are coming up, going, hello, I'm still here, and looking at what is being pushed down. And again, please don't I know a lot of people are caught up in that whole cycle and pattern of always taking painkillers or medication. And that may work temporarily, but not as a constant go-to, because anything that you ingest puts a huge load on every organ and every system in your body, because your body has to process that. And then your organs, and especially your liver, is going, oh, okay, how do I digest this? How do I process this? What do I do? And this is where a lot of people are just numbed out to what they actually put into their body. So feel the emotions, even if it's uncomfortable. And this is where seeing a therapist or a practitioner or any kind of therapy will help you to heal the inner wounds, the deep unconscious patterns and wounds that have been pushed down that created the condition. Okay. And so we are in the eye of the storm right now, but just trust it is a very exciting time here on Earth. And it is, I know that is what's happening. I mean, it needs to happen in order for us to create the new Earth and the new world. And what's happening right now is millions of people are waking up, and millions of souls are going, I see clearly now. And everything's been exposed, everything's being revealed, the truth is coming to the surface. And but right now, for you to look at what's coming to the surface for you to be healed. And this is the process that we're in right now, is really going deep into what's coming up for you to be healed, what's coming up to be exposed, what patterns and behaviors are still coming up that's showing you, I still have healing. And we're all on this path together. We're all, things are coming up for every single one of us. And this is where have love and compassion for all our brothers and sisters. Everyone's feeling this intense energy, and just hold the space and have love and compassion. I was speaking to a lady and she was criticizing her sister for drinking alcohol and numbing out, but even the projection, and then she was angry. But it's like, if you're projecting onto someone, well, then just you're feeding the energy of what you don't want. So if you just focus on the outcome that you want instead, see that person as healed, whole, and healthy. See that miracle occur, that the health transformation will transform their mind and body, and they no longer have that health condition. See the miracle and the outcome already fulfilled. And that's the energy that we're putting out there, and focusing on what we want instead of what's occurring. So as we are seeing all this massive destruction around us, focus on the end goal of the world that you choose to live in, that's in harmony with each other, and feeling the peace and the love and the joy within yourself, and actually feeling your energy vibration and frequency raise, where you can be in the whole turbulence, see all the chaos, and remain neutral. And being neutral, then you're not triggered. Because if you're still being triggered, guess what? Any trigger from someone else is an indication, I have more healing to do. Thank you, whoever projected or triggered me, because it just showed a hidden part within yourself that requires more healing. And then release. This is the purging that we're going through. Okay, and we'll keep feeling this for the next couple of weeks, and then we have the equinox on the 20th or 21st, but the energy will continue to be really intense because the eclipse season lasts 6 months. And what we're going through is a massive clean out through the whole month of March. And then again, the energy just keeps ramping up, ramping up. So let me know if you got any questions. I really encourage you to nurture yourself, which is one of my Benn method is balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. And those 4 steps is really critical for what we're all experiencing right now. And the whole world and the whole earth is going through a rebalance. And so and Mother Nature's, she's going through her own purge. And because we're all connected, well, then we're all feeling this energy. So nurturing yourself, lots of self-care and pulling back your energy and maybe disconnecting from all the fear-mongering videos out there that are just causing more fear in the world and causing mental health issues for people because they're getting caught up in that vortex of fear. And anything that's fear-based is really just an illusion. And so you have the power to create the miracle. And so focus on what you want instead. And then that will help to raise the energy vibration on the planet for everyone, and everyone will feel that energy. Okay, I'm going to choose a couple of cards, and I've got a couple of decks here, and one is the Angel Guide by Kyle Gray. I love this deck. And so let's just ask Spirit, message, a card for the energy of this week as we're going through this massive clearing out, purging. Waiting for one to jump out, actually, that one. Oh, beautiful. We have holy love. And one of the prayers that I say is I call in the Holy Spirit, and the light of the Holy Spirit just flows through me, and you can do that as well. And surround yourself with the energy of the Holy Spirit. So the extended message is you are blessed to receive this card today, for it shows you are being surrounded by loving energy, and the cup of your heart will be filled until it overflows with goodness. The angels who are with you know that at times it can feel unloved or unappreciated, and this can block your experience of love and appreciation. The divine energy that is surrounding you at this time is there to help you melt away any blockages so that you can open and be receptive to the love and appreciation that you deserve. Your angel guide is encouraging you to view yourself in a loving way and to give yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card brings the message that it is safe for you to do so. And through this process that we're all feeling, have love for yourself, just love and acceptance and warts and all, like all the wounds, all those blind spots, all those patterns, and have compassion and love for yourself and go, okay, I created this pattern, I created this illness, I created this pain in my body. What is it showing me? And through that awareness and bringing awareness to the pattern, you can transform it into love and light. And that's the power you have. And that's how you can naturally heal yourself. So the holy love, just know that the angels are with you. You are being guided and the universe has your back. We are always guided every step of the way. So just call in the holy love, the Holy Spirit to flow through you. Please show me, please guide me, please teach me. And make that your mantra. And when you say that, just sit and listen and be open to receive the messages, be open to make the changes for your highest good and destiny. That's how you take your power back. Okay, I'm going to choose another card from the Psychic Tarot. And actually this morning when I chose from another deck, I got the Tower card, and that's exactly what we are all experiencing and witnessing and observing right now. The tower is falling and it is mass destruction. So we got accelerated motion. This accelerated motion is everything is fast and furious. Things happening really quickly for everyone on the earth. So this tower that is crumbling and all the destruction, things are happening and moving really quickly. And like I said, the choices that you make right now, you can turn any situation around to a positive circumstance, end result, situation, especially if it's any conflict with a individual or anything. It's like things are happening and shifting really quickly, and that's the energy that we're all feeling. So the extended message for this is, let me just find it. Here we go. It is, this card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? So you can write that question down. Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow, because this strong current is taking you to a positive outcome and future. And with all the planets in a water sign right now, it is absolutely going with the flow, going with the river of life and just trusting. And that's where you need to let go of the side of the river, let go of the boulder, surrender, and just trust that you will be guided. And this is also the current of life, that's all this turbulence, is helping for the flow of energy to come back into alignment, back into harmony, back into balance. And so things are happening really quickly. And this is the this is the power of manifestation that we all have, not just for your personal goals, but for the greater good of all, for the earth, for everyone, because we're all feeling this energy. And if everyone is focused on the end result and seeing heaven on earth, that's what we're moving into. And this is the tools that, you know, I keep talking about. It's like, take responsibility for you as an individual, and then raise your energy vibration, and then we do create the new earth and the new world that's beautiful and loving and in alignment with our higher self and highest good for everyone involved. And just trust that the universe is guiding us every step of the way. And so be very aware of the choices and decisions that you make right now in your own life, and only make the choices that make you feel good and that make you feel strong and that empower you. And keep checking in with yourself. Ask yourself, does this feel true for me? And you'll get a yes or a no. And so this is the deeper inner work that we're currently doing right now. So it is a pivotal time. It's a crossroads, because you are at a crossroads of which direction you go in right now. And like I said, that window is open, and take advantage of that window, and the new path that you're moving onto. And you are the butterfly, you are emerging, and any of the old energy, emotions, wounds from the past, burn it. And you can bring in the violet flame energy to burn away that energy. If you would like help with this, reach out and we can do an individual session and clearing for you, chakra balance, or a distant healing. And also join me for the forgiveness masterclass this week in 3 or 2 days, depending on where you are, on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on your time zone. I would love to share and meet you online on Zoom, and I'll put the link down below. So have a magical week. Go out and create those miracles, and let me know how you're going through this massive clearing out and purging that we're all feeling. So much love. Bye for now, and I'll see you next Monday.